Hello, I am Burak Acar. I work as a HR specialist. How are you?
Thank you. I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. Let's start interview. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Of course, I'm Esra. I'm 33 years old and I came here to Toronto 8 months ago. I'm a student here. I'm a student here at Lambton College and I study marketing management and professional sales. I'm going into my third term, so that's why I thought it would be a good idea to start looking for like possible positions. And I saw your um, open position and I applied for that reason.
Okay. Now I will ask you job specific question.
Sure,
Can
go
you,
ahead.
Can you describe your approach to leading a diverse team of healthcare and admin professionals to ensure high quality service delivery and client satisfaction?
Of course, my approach to leading a diverse team focuses on empowerment and clear communication, and of course, collaboration among my team member. I always try to be sure that my team member has the necessary tools to continue or finish their daily duties. And one of the most important thing is clear communication for me. I try to set up regular meetings like every week, either on Mondays or Fridays, it doesn't matter, but I always try to have them regularly so that we can create that communication channel between me and my team. My team member, they all know that whenever they have any problem, as long as like it's being delivered to me in a professional manner, I will always listen them and I will always try to do my best to help them. The third and one of the most important one again for me is to be a team player, because we work as a team. We have our goals and we try to reach them as a team. For example, there's a patient and came from Russia and he's at the airport waiting for his transportation to take her from the airport to her hotel. And that patient called his his or her responsible agency to ask questions about that transfer guy, and maybe he couldn't like reach my team member. One of my other team members needs to be there to help that patient. It doesn't matter if it's like if his or her their patients, they need to be there to help them. This is how we provide high quality service to our international patient, following a clear communication and always be a team player.
Okay, thank you. How have you previously collaborated with internal and external stakeholders to implement strategic initiatives successfully? Can you provide an example?
You mean initiatives, right?
Initiatives, yeah.
Okay, for sure. In my role as an international marketing and sales deputy manager, there was a time like we had very less number of leads in my top 3 regions. That is why we thought it would be a good idea again to create a digital marketing campaign to focus on CIS, North Africa and Africa regions. I work with marketing, sales and digital marketing teams at the same time. I manage them and we run that campaign in Instagram, Facebook and Google Ads, and as a result our lead numbers increased around 20%, and those leads generated 15% more revenue. This was one of my like top success stories in my career at Memorial Healthcare Group, because that campaign was one of the most successful campaign in our department.
Okay, what strategies do you use to ensure that your teammates both short-term and long-term action plans while maintaining high service standards?
Of course, I ensure my team meets both short-term and long-term action plans while maintaining high service standards. Whenever I have a new team member in my team, on the first day I explain them our short terms, so they know what to do in their regular day to provide that high quality service to our international patients. For the long-term goals, I always create a clear roadmap to my team members so that they can follow that roadmap, like what to do and how to do it to achieve or to provide that service to our international patients successfully and in a very quality manner. I also try to foster a collaborative and supportive environment within my team, and I always try to empower my team to take the ownership of their roles, and within that roles taking the ownership of their mistakes.
Okay, can you discuss a time when you had to manage a significant budget for a division or project? How did you ensure that all financial goals were met?
Of course, remember the marketing campaign, digital marketing campaign that we ran in CIS North Africa region, and I was the manager of that campaign actually, and I managed that 3 team, and I was managing the budget as well. How I managed it to ensure we had very limited budget for that campaign, and that's why I tried to ensure all financial goals were met. I created a map and I implemented a tracking system to regularly review the spending on daily basis. Additionally, I maintained again an open communication with our finance team to ensure that we are not going to pass that limit, past that budget limit, and I report them our daily spendings and lead numbers. By carefully managing resources, I ran a very successful campaign.
Okay. How do you mentor and inspire your team to perform at their best, particularly in a high-pressure healthcare environment?
Actually, leading a team, it's very hard in every field, but when it's healthcare, it's kind of more harder. I would say it's not just harder, way more than harder, because we work in a very as you say, pressure environment. We have patients on one side, we have agents on one side, we have our directors, managers, we have everybody on our all sides. So we try to be supportive to each other, and I always try to be supportive with them whenever they achieve any goal. It doesn't matter if it's a small one or a big one. I always try to appreciate them. They know that I see their achievements. When they are successful, I empower them. Whenever they have any issues or they make any mistake, I try to lead them with examples. I don't punish, and I always give second chances to my team member to fix that issue, and I try to let them learn through their mistakes.
Okay. Why do you want to continue a career in healthcare?
Because I've been working in this field more than maybe 12 years. I started as a very junior position in one of the assistant companies, and I didn't like it at first. But then when I moved my career to hospital from that agency, and I helped patients in the field first, and I created a very strong relationship with them. They became my second and third family. For example, my first patient, we are still in contact, and whenever they have any problem or they see any problem happened in Turkey, they directly call me. So it's more like a spiritual thing. Those times are when the people, patients, need like a real help, and you are there, you see their needs to you and you fulfill it, and that feeling gives you a very different kind of motivation to do your job. That is why I want to like continue my career in healthcare, because I know that I won't have that feeling in any other sector.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
Mm.